Hello everybody, Nate Game here, and welcome back to another CreatureCraft episode. Now, I have some news for you. I've talked to Blazed MC and I got the go-ahead that we're going to go into the nether, get what we need, and once 1.16 comes, we're going to completely reset it. So your boy went and got some blaze rods. With them, I'm not going to go to the end just yet because I want to wait for Blazed MC on that so we can do it together, but I do want a brewing stand because this will be very, very useful for my villager trading. And so will this. But the brewing stand will be very, very helpful because of potions. And you don't really, oops, hit the red one a bit, but you don't really use potions with like trading with the villagers. But if you get them to die by a zombie, then they have a chance of turning into a zombie villager. And when they're a zombie villager, they'll try and attack you, but you can cure them by throwing a potion of weakness at them and then giving them a golden apple. This will then lower their trades by so much. So those little farmer guys, instead of them giving us 6 pumpkins for an emerald, it's just 1 pumpkin per emerald. And this will be so helpful once we make our melon and pumpkin farm. I have these three guys all upgraded to pumpkin status. So once we build the pumpkin and melon farm, I'll trade with them again, and then hopefully they'll get the melon trade. This will be a very good emerald generator. I've also changed up the outside a little bit to be a more powdery look, and I think it looks much better, and don't mind this. I'm having a problem with the villagers dying for some reason, so once this guy, or once one of those guys grows up, I'm gonna put him back up there. But I hope you guys enjoy this light gray powder look, because I enjoy it a lot better. Also, they're spawning a lot of iron golems, and I think they're pretty helpful for killing mobs. Just look at this guy; he's been really going at it. I was gathering the mushrooms earlier because in order to make a weakness potion, you need fermented spider eyes. So I have got 6 of those because you get 3 glass bottles, and I have 18 glass bottles, which means I can fill up most of a chest with weakness potions, and then I want the top row of chest to be golden apples. I know I'm going fast paced. It's just I'm very, very excited for this because there's so much stuff I can do with quartz now and blaze rods. I forgot the name for it because I'm kind of excited. This does mean I will have to change up something with my system, but I have an idea on where the villagers will drop even further than this into this zombifier station, and they can shoot back up like in the same area. So it'll require some tweaking and stuff, but I think I can do it. Okay, so here's the plan. The villagers always will shoot down. Oh, there he is. He will still drop down to here, but he will go into the different chamber. Then once they're done, I'm going to send them up back through like the same sort of system, and they'll be pushed up here by a water chute. And oh, okay, thank you very much. But as I was saying, and oh my goodness, once he gets shot up through the water, he'll be pushed by another source of water, which is right here, and that's why the sign's right there, and he'll get pushed out into this section where I will just push him into the proper place. A lot of pushing and words that start with P, but I think it'll look kind of cool. I have this area cleared out underneath my villager trading hall, as you can hear from all the villagers. But this is the hole where the villagers come in, and I'm starting to build the railroad into the zombifier. I did not make this design. It's a very good design. I would recommend using it, and I'll put the link to the video in the description. But I'm starting to build that. I've got all the stone walls in place, and I'm just gonna try and get a zombie in there, finish off this thing. Let's see how it goes. So because I had to tweak the zombie fire design just a tiny bit, I needed a single slime ball, and swamps, or I looked up or located in a creative testing world where the nearest little witch hut was, because that's where swamps are, and it's about 3,000 blocks away, and so I'm like, nah, so I used a slime finder to find the slime chunk, and now hopefully I'll be popping in here every once in a while. Hopefully a slime spawns, but we'll see. So I have the room all finished now. I just need to get a zombie right in that little chamber there. And how it works is when I send a villager down, he'll come over here, go into this place where he'll be zombified. If he just dies and doesn't become a zombie, then the minecart will end up here. So I break it, it goes into this chest. I recycle it through the system. But if it becomes a zombie villager, it goes through here, and this is supposed to be a sticky piston. But the zombie villager here, or I'll break this. So I get a potion and a golden apple from this chest if it would lag. I grab one of these, throw it, give it to him, then the villager will drop through the floor once they become a normal villager. This is like a glitch, but I'm kind of taking advantage of it with the system here. And once he does, I can figure out his trades with this block here because I can use like a composter if I want them to be a farmer, or a lectern if I want them to be a librarian who sell the books. And once I'm done, I'll press this button and the piston pushes, it goes back, which drops the minecart down, picking up the villager, and then at the same time the minecart will then be whisked away up to this stream here, which ends up right here, which means I can just put it into any one of these slots. And actually, I kind of want to ride this. All right, let's see if I can do it fast. And go. Yes, I made it. Whee! So yeah, that's what the villager sees. It's very, very quick, as you see. And yeah, that's how the system works. Now, I think there's a problem with the system up here because the villagers are no longer making babies. So it's really annoying up there because I either make it in a way where the farmer can't throw them carrots, or I make it in a way where the farmer can get in the beds and mess up the whole thing. So I'll have to check out what the problem is. For the zombie, I need a name tag to make sure that it doesn't despawn. So don't worry about this area. I'm not going to leave it super empty like it is right now. Whenever I need stuff, I'm just going to either do it in the wall or in the floor or just wherever. So for now, the new thing that I want to add is a AFK fish farm because those are very, very good at getting you name tags and a bunch of fish. And I guess I could use the fish for cats because there are a bunch of creepers roaming around. I don't want them blowing up stuff. So I'm going to build the AFK fish farm, not that hard to do. I will put a link to the video of whoever made it in the description as well. I've built up the AFK fishing farm, done all the wood and stuff. I have these two storage chests right here. Hopefully I will get a name tag in the time that I go AFK fishing, but for now I'm going to just go AFK for a bit, see what I get from that. Hopefully it is a name tag, so wish me luck. So I went AFK for a while and I didn't get a single name tag, which is kind of a problem, but I do have quite a lot of resources here. And these especially killed my wood supply, because this is a stack of pistons, which is 3 stacks of wood. And I didn't have that much to start with. Also, the hoppers for these. But I don't know if you know this from these materials, but I'm getting ready for a giant pumpkin and melon farm. Right over here, I plan to have two 8x8 little sectors of pumpkin and melon farm, and I'm going to stack them on top of each other. And the reason they're 8x8 is because that is 64, which is a stack. So that's why I have 2 stacks of dirt and then 1 stack of these, because you only need half and half for the pistons and observers. I never found a jungle, but I did find a wandering trader which had melon seeds, and that's why you always look and see what they have first before uh, getting leads. So I got these 2 melon seeds from that, and then I found a village which I just had a bunch of pumpkin seeds in chests and a bunch of pumpkins just lying around everywhere. I'm gonna leave these 2 melons here to start producing some more while I build out the inner workings of the melon and pumpkin farm. You know you're rich when you can use a diamond hoe. But anyway, I put in the pumpkin and melon seeds, and if you didn't know, to make your farm more efficient, you have to stagger them, which means that you have a row of melon seeds, and a row of pumpkin seeds, and a row of melon seeds. For some reason, Minecraft just makes them grow faster because of this, but Down here, I have this system where a hopper minecart goes around picking everything up. It comes to here, unloads everything, and then it drops everything. If I can get out of here. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. So I cleaned up the mess. Now, this hopper minecart goes around, picks up all the melons that get dropped, or melons and pumpkins that get dropped, and it brings them here, and it'll stop once it's full of items, because this comparator down here senses there are items going through the hopper, and the redstone torch turns off the power input to the powered rail. Then the items go along here to a dropper, and once this dropper senses there are items in it, it'll continuously drop them out. So if I put these pistons in here, then they'll just constantly fire out, which will go into a large water system, and the layer that I put above this will go to the same one. Also, I'm using nice jack-o'-lanterns for lighting because you can't have torches or else the melons will get stuck in the box. I don't know why I keep saying only melons, because this farm produces both melons and pumpkins, but I'm just placing in the observers and pistons now. The piston pushes into this dirt block, and the observer senses the stem. And it's kind of boring, but it has to be done because it's the main part of the farm. I put all the redstone on the observers, which means that whenever, like just like now, whenever the system senses a change in the stem, it will flash this redstone, which powers all the pistons around it, which is very helpful because it, instead of a system which makes all the pistons push down, it's just the pistons that can be affected, which I really find nice. And would you look at that? Our first melons, they just popped out of the system. That's really nice. I have completed both farms, and currently the only storage system is me standing by this hole in the floor, which will not do, so we need to get that sorted with. Now I have this nice little storage system where all the drops come up here, go through this, and I'll need to make a loop, but I have run completely out of iron, so like some of the melons get stuck in here, but I'll make it loop around. For now, this is very good because it sorts it from melons to pumpkins, and I'll have crafting benches, and then like chests for melon blocks, because those are the things that you trade with. Also, this round shape in our signature orange color, I think you can tell what object I'm going for in this building, but sadly, that is all the time I have for this video. I have taken a lot of time off of camera, both just going AFK for a bit, like, I was planning on going for longer, but you guys didn't see it. There was this huge problem with villagers, like 3 times I had to fix it. Very, very annoying. Also, building this took a while, getting supplies took a while. Everything takes time. But I really enjoyed the whole process of it, and I hope you guys did too. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.